you get the sense of loneliness when you don't know what's going on and you don't know who to talk to. And with friends and family having a particular bias towards your opinions and how you feel, it was nice to have a different perspective from someone who's not opinionated by the whole situation itself. Using the service for the first time, it was a bit of an anxious experience. I wasn't necessarily in the right place to say that it was the wise idea or the best idea for me, and more of a self-doubt kind of situation. I didn't want to put myself in that position to feel vulnerable and feel like I needed it. But as it drew closer to the time of using the service itself, it felt a bit more comfortable. There was more techniques that you could use and do outside of just the sessions itself, so do things at home like more cognitive behavioural therapy. They were beneficial to begin with. It was a bit unsure of what my actual issues were. It was more of a discussion of what was going on in my life, and getting to grips with, or both of us getting to grips with what was going on and how we wanted to go about it for me personally and what the sessions would be like. We could change whatever we wanted to discuss at each time. We had an initial plan from the first session, just to go over things of how things were week to week. And I think week to week it was good to go in regularly just to see how each week is doing. But as it changed over time, so my recent sessions were fortnightly. And I feel like fortnightly was more beneficial because there was more time to discuss any issues that arose and anything that came up, and if anything changed over 2 weeks rather than the 7 days between one session and the next session. So the mental health advisor, they were good in terms of handling my well-being and more my stress and giving me techniques and advice in terms of what to do around my studies as well. Whereas the counsellor took a completely different approach. They delved very deep into what was going on in my mind and what was going on in my life, and it felt fresh because they didn't necessarily just throw techniques at me. They kind of wanted to get a better understanding of what was going on, and it was nice to actually have me say what was going on and have things pulled out of me that I didn't know were in there really. The last session was different in terms of the first one. Because I'd been so many times, the first session was very, very anxious and very, I wouldn't say difficult, but it wasn't as easy to take myself there. But the last session, after going through all of the information of what the counsellors were helping me with and my personal problems, it was very fresh, and I walked out feeling a lot happier and had a better outlook on how things were going to be. It was simple to access the service. I literally went online using the university website as simple as possible and searched for the service through there.